And we're back. President Trump says his promised wall on the border with Mexico will be built. Question is, who pays? Back now with my panel. Anna, first, at this roundtable where President Trump expressed harsh words for Canada, he was also asked about the border wall. Listen.
The wall's going to get built, folks. Just in case anybody has any question, the wall's going to get built, and the wall is going to stop drugs, and it's going to stop a lot of people from coming in that shouldn't be here, and it's going to have a huge effect on human trafficking, which is a tremendous problem in this world, a problem that nobody talks about, but it's a problem that's probably worse than any time in the history of this world. Human trafficking, what's going on. The wall is going to get built, and we're setting record numbers in terms of stopping people from coming in and stopping drugs from coming in. You see the numbers down 73, 74%. I will say Secretary Kelly, formerly General Kelly, is doing an incredible job. And I was just with him a little while ago, and he said, we definitely, desperately need the wall. And we're going to have the wall built. I mean, I don't know what people are talking. I watch these shows and the pundits in the morning. They don't know what they're talking about. The wall gets built, 100%.
100% the wall gets built, Anna. Who's paying for it? Because it's a major sticking point right now, no matter what the president says.
Well, it sure as hell ain't going to be Mexico. So if that wall is going to get built, it's going to get paid by the U.S. taxpayers, and we better start getting used to it. But I think we're going to end up with a discussion at some point of, well, that depends on what your definition of wall is. Because this wall, the way that Donald Trump described it all throughout the campaign, a big, beautiful wall. He was a builder.
Beautiful
he knew
door.
how to construct them with a big, beautiful door. That's not going to get built. That's not going to happen. Congress is not supportive of that. It's not only the Democrats. There's a lot of border state Republicans who don't like the idea of having to tell their constituents that they have to fork over their land to build this wall. And there's a lot of Republicans who don't like the idea of having to appropriate all this money that will not be offset to build this wall when there's so many other infrastructure projects that can and should be done in the United States. But, till his dying day on earth, Donald Trump, with his last breath, is going to be saying, the wall is going to get built. And it's going to be like Don Corleone.
Excuse me. So you caught me off guard with that. So, but listen, to me, what I heard there, especially when he said, 73, 74% that people coming across the border, if that is indeed true, and I have to check those numbers, wouldn't that show you that maybe governing and how what stance and what laws you use to fight immigration or to control immigration, doesn't that matter more than a wall? Because if you already have 70-some%, in his words, of people not coming across the border, then why even build a wall?
Look, a lot of people, most people I would say, are in favor of some sort of border security.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't have to be in the form of a wall. Yeah. And I would tell you that Donald Trump's policies and his stances have served as a deterrent to illegal immigration.
Right.
People don't want to come here because they think that Donald Trump is going to deport them the hell out.
That's what I said.
And so there is absolutely no doubt that he has had an effect in lowering immigration to this country.
So, Stephen, there's been a lot of back and forth about whether the president will insist on funding for this wall this week. So do you know anything about where that stands?
So just a couple of quick comments. I mean, first of all, the reason it is true that illegal immigration has been reduced a lot for the last decade, and that's because the economy here has stunk. And there aren't jobs here that there were, 15 and 20 years ago. And when there isn't the magnet of jobs, immigrants don't come. And on the wall, I would say this. I'm for legal immigration, as Anna knows. I mean, I've been a strong advocate of legal immigration. I think we need more, not less. But look, the American people spoke loud and clear in this election. They want that wall built. Okay. And it has to be built, I think, for political reasons and also for policy reasons.
But do you think the wall that he describes that gets built?
This idea that we can't find $6-8 billion
Jason,
on a $4 trillion budget to
speak
build the wall
up.
makes no sense.
Will this wall ever be built?
Don, the wall is Donald Trump's imaginary friend. And Congress reached out and tried to say this week that they wanted to reframe it, redefine it as an increase in funding for border security. They tried to give him a lifeline. Republicans in Congress tried to give him a lifeline. Yeah. But President Trump is the last person. He's still talking about this wall. The part you didn't play in the audio from today, I was listening to it earlier today when it was live, is they asked him, well, when do you think it's going to get built?
He said in his first term.
Yeah, but they said, we'll be in the first term, and he thought about it for a second, and he goes, sure, or something like that.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any idea. He just likes talking about the wall.
I've got
he
to
just
run.
likes making this stuff
The wall
up as
is
he
going to
goes.
get built, though.
Thank you all.
It's getting built.
Thank you all. We'll be right back.